I am the Red Cyclone! Ah!
So it is the RedCyclone podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc and I.
What's going on? What's going on? The world's coming down. That's what's going on.
Hell, don't say it like that. Welcome to another episode of the It Is What I Swear podcast. Yes, it will get better. Don't worry about it.
We hope so.
Hey man, top people are out there hopefully doing something, because if you wait for the people that are paid to do it, it won't get done. So don't worry about it.
Yeah.
There's you see lots of nice cool things. I think there was an article I saw earlier about Ryan Reynolds and his wife. We're donating $1 million to certain charities to help out with what's going on. So
a lot of NBA players are doing that too. They're pretty much like help paying the salaries of the work staff of the stadium.
Got you. So yeah, like there's a lot of different little things going on to help ease the tensions that are coming up now because of the virus, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know the name.
Coronavirus.
Oh Lord. Don't drink it. No, I'm just joking. That was terrible too. That was a real thing. People freaked out about the beer. Like, don't make me say it. If they'd have freaked out less over the beer and would have freaked out more over flying, then people wouldn't be the way they are right now. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If y'all would have stopped flying, hey, wait, why you gotta go there? Do you really? No. All right. But anyway, so lots of little good things are happening, so don't worry about it. Just do what you can do to keep yourself and yours safe.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Don't play the fool, because ignorance will get you nowhere.
And wash your hands.
Wash your damn hands. Keep yourself clean. Stay away from people you see. If I could see you 10 feet away coughing, I'm not getting any closer.
Yeah.
I think it's probably already a bad situation we in.
Yeah.
But if I could see you, I'm avoiding you anyway. I'm just gonna put it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be stupid.
If see you,
if you feel sick, then stay home.
Yeah.
Like, take the time to stay home.
Yeah.
It's still cold. That's the thing. In New York, we're in New York. It's still cold, so people are still catching other things as well.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of panicking going on. And hey, listen, just find out.
Yeah, this is like the time. This is like algae season, and this is when people get the flu and things like that. So it's like, it's a lot of shit going on. So just wash your fucking hands.
Yeah. Yeah. What you should do, and don't be a jerk and buy too much stuff. That's it.
Buy what you need. Everyone needs shit. Like, buy what you need, and that's it. Like, 8 rolls of toilet paper should be good.
Uh-oh. That's a damn alarm going on.
Uh-oh. Oh, mine's too.
Learn how to slow. See? Now they actually got
the Amber Alert.
So, look at them.
Learn how to slow down the spread.
Like, you don't have to worry that much as long as you were still in the phase where you can follow common sense and help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not to the point where it's like, well, they boarding up windows now. Yeah, no, it's not there.
Yeah, we're not there yet. No zombies yet.
Yeah, it's not however many days later. So
yeah, and there's a lot of games out. So grab yourself a game. Just stay your ass home.
Yeah. Shit, didn't you get some figures actually?
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of stuff still going around. So.
Shit, I besides the Justice League we watched for this podcast, I've been watching My Hero Academia.
Really?
I started binge. I got really into it. Like, I was like, you know what? Let me try this. Everyone, like, I got quite a few people telling me, "Oh, you should watch this. You will like this because it's very X-Men like." I was like, "Okay, I'll definitely check it out." So one day I just was like, I need something to watch, so let me watch it. I'm done with because right now we're in the middle of watching Lost Galaxy for the next Morphin Cast and things like that. So I was like, all right, I took a little break for Lost Galaxy because that one's just annoying. So, so I started watching it and I got hooked. I binge watched the shit out of this fucking thing. Like I watched 3 seasons within like a week. So that's been my go-to lately, besides playing Yakuza 5 and baseball.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
That's one thing I was gonna talk about. Like talking about like there's games. There are a lot of games coming out. Like you have MLB The Show that came out last Friday, which honestly, dude, I went there to pick it up Friday, and that was the first time I ever saw like a line in front of Best Buy before they opened.
Really?
But then again, I did not know the Animal Crossing system came out that day too. So there was a between that and baseball, and a lot of people were getting baseball too.
Yo, wait a second. I heard about the Animal Crossing system, and it's dope. But hold up, wait a minute. How the hell you sell the system without the game?
Yep, that's how Nintendo does it, yo.
That's some bullshit. I'm gonna call it out right now.
Yep.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
If I get a Destiny system, it comes with a Destiny game. If I get I'm just saying, yo, on a different platform, if I buy the packing system, it's named after the franchise. The Metal Gear PS3 came with Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, it goes back way back. Didn't like a PS2 come with a game? Like, come on. It was like first editions back then. Stop it.
Yeah, Nintendo knows. Nintendo knows. Yeah, you're gonna buy it anyway.
They just don't want to lower the price, maybe. They don't want to take a hit, like, because if you pack it in, you can't charge them the full price, right? And you gotta charge them a little discount.
They not. They're gonna charge the full price if it came in the system or not.
Damn it.
So Friday I saw a lot of people online for the games, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, let me grab baseball. So I bought online. I just had to pick it up, but a lot of people like were stocking up on games and systems. Like there was quite a few. There was one dude. He was asking he asked me because there was no Best Buy video game. Get employees to hang in the video game section because you lose a lot of sales if you don't.
Wow, damn.
So I happened to be there, and I was gonna pick up the baseball, so I kind of was just looking around and see if I want to get something else. And the dude was just asking me like random questions about like the sport games. It's like how many sport games are there? Because he's like seeing that they cancel sports and shit. I want to like do my own little thing. So I was like, yo, get the NBA 2K20. You have MLB The Show that just came out. You have Madden 20, which I also get the Game of the Year edition because that one has all the DLC and shit. You have the soccer games, you have everything. Like they have every sport on the system, so you like that. So that dude landed up buying a Pro, a TV, and all those games in one shot. And he hasn't played a video game. He said he hasn't played a video game in 10 years.
Oh damn! So he got catching up to do.
Yeah. So I was like, I wish I got commission off that damn sale. Yeah. Motherfuckers. But yeah, like a lot of people were there for the baseball game. Like surprisingly, I think that baseball game is gonna have a really good sale run because of what's going on right now.
I mean, good for them. I mean, it helps people. So you know what? Hey,
yeah.
At the time to get people's minds off of what's happening, go ahead.
Yeah.
Because like, it's just the good fact in this all is it's trying to make you stay indoors.
Yeah.
Which is, safe.
Yeah.
So if you're safe at home, you might as well just put on a video game. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
So you're watching paint dry.
Yep.
Or getting angry at your significant other or something.
Yeah.
Why don't you just play a video game?
Yeah, video games are great. Like, just play a game. It calms people down. Like, I've been on my Yakuza, my little adventures and whatnot. But yeah, like, it helps. Like, especially killing the time and whatnot. Get a fighting game for if you have people over in your house. Like, I have quite a few fighting games, so like Jackie and her brother been playing Tekken 7 again and things like that. Like just going back onto games that we haven't like visited in a while. Like that's the thing about games that make it great is the fact that you can go revisit a storyline that you haven't played in a long time and it'd be like a fresh new story again.
Yeah, I was talking about Fantasy Star.
Yeah.
And I had put up some videos on the RedCycloneInc YouTube a while ago, but I was continuing to make a character which I actually made after Roman Reigns for some reason. I don't know. It looked really easy to do because there's a vest in there.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing that came to mind. But that game is old and the storyline I don't remember. So I just made it. And it's like, oh yeah, this is they were trying to do something here.
Yeah.
It's mostly like whatever, but yeah, they were trying to do something. So you have fun going through some old stuff still.
Yeah.
That's also another thing. I know a lot of people like me that when they were like maybe in their 20s, they didn't have to pay bills as much.
Yeah.
They got to buy a lot of games.
Yeah.
And so it's like a niche thing, but a time when you had less responsibility but more money, and you bought a lot of games that you couldn't finish. So I ended up having like a stockpile of games.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm not going to be thirsting for any games. And what we'll see at the end of this month, because we're still waiting for Final Fantasy remake, Final Fantasy 7 remake, and Resident Evil 3.
Yeah. And then you also...
that just a little side note, the demo is actually out Thursday, you said, right?
Yeah.
That's the 19th.
Yep.
So look forward to that.
And then this week you have Doom Eternal, and then you have Animal Crossing, which is probably going to be the biggest Switch game out this year.
If they get their online fixed, because I saw some things on social media saying, "Yo, Switches are out."
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Xbox was out yesterday too.
So hey, get it together.
See, this is your big test into like the next consoles and everything like that, is keeping your online intact.
I mean, given the circumstances, I could see them saying it not being safe to have workers there or what? Because I'm sure. Does anybody really know how the facilities work?
There's probably like one worker in the building, and he just presses a button.
Just put a robot in there.
There's probably like one guy in the building that has one big red button, and if shit goes to his vein, you press that red button. But what happened was he fell asleep, and then he woke up, and it was like 3 hours later, and you see all the emails of hatred towards the person, and then oh shit, beep, everything back on.
Oh, that would be great.
I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's a lot of people though. I think it's it's a team of people, maybe like 5 or 6, but I don't think it's like such a big, broad, fucking like thousands of people running that thing.
I wonder what a Nintendo server farm looks like.
It looks like that's what I think it is. It's just one guy,
Man.
one Japanese guy that has like a hammock like right behind. He has the button.
That's great. That would be awesome.
And he gets caught sleeping.
That one time, right?
Yeah, that one time. And then it's like 4 hours later, and then like, what's going on? Oh, sorry. But yeah, Animal Crossing coming out Friday. Which is fucked up. Like, see, you just bringing that up about the game, and I was like, why bring out the system and not the game? Shouldn't they come out simultaneously?
That's so weird.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a weird fucking thing Nintendo does. They both got reviewed a 9. I know IGN and Metacritic I think gave it a 9. It's right now is a 90 for Animal Crossing, and Metacritic for Doom Eternal is around a 92, 93 right now. Good. So that's like overall reviews going on so far.
Good.
So Doom looks interesting. Doom just looks like a fucking, you just pick up and shoot shit in the face. So I kind of want to. I think I want it just because I want to get up and just shoot things in the face.
Yeah, don't do it for real. I saw them people buying guns.
Yeah, like
do
again,
it.
right now, like a gun is not useful. Toilet paper is useful.
Jesus Christ. Yo, what is y'all doing, man?
You know?
Relax.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, yeah, toilet paper is useful. Disinfectant is useful. Soap for your hands is useful. And bet you the motherfuckers don't wash their hands either.
Yo, I just imagine like, what are you gonna do with guns? I'm not even on a scary though. I'm just mean like on a like, realistically, it's just gonna sit in your house. So you're gonna look at it. Just go see you like, goddamn, I gotta bought some food.
So this is the vision I got. You see the guy with all the bullets and the guns, and he has his shit like that, and then he has to go take a shit. And then he's there with his gun and just sitting in there, just like thinking about it, and then he goes through the roll of toilet paper, and there's none.
Perfect. The only thing you don't see is the bang because the last bullet was for him.
The last bullet. I'm gonna die with a shitty ass.
That's he can't wipe. He can't go on. That's how they're treating it, son.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I can't wipe. I can't go on. Oh no. Oh no. I can't get off this toilet. I can't wipe. I can't get up.
Oh man. You know.
Yeah.
There's something. There's gotta be someone that died that way.
You don't want to think that, but oh Lord.
Have you ever look at these
Didn't Elvis die in the toilet?
Yeah, he did.
Died shitting.
But he ate like pounds of bacon and peanut butter and banana sandwiches, and that's what caused.
But I
him
mean, listen, if you was rich, wouldn't you? Like, come on.
Oh,
especially back then.
Back then. He was on drugs too. So between that and the drug he took that made him constipated, he couldn't take a shit.
So he was caught in a cycle.
Yeah, he died on the toilet because he couldn't take a shit.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Damn. What a way to go. Oh, you made me feel bad for Elvis, man. No. It's just like you don't want to hear something like that about somebody. Like he, not for nothing.
Yeah.
From what I know of Elvis Presley, I mean, you could say he stole whatever. That's to be disputed forever, right?
Yeah.
He did put a smile on people's faces and entertain people. That I know about Elvis.
Yeah.
So here he died miserably. Kind of sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't hear that he was was he a fucked up dude?
To what I know, he wasn't. But during the last years of his life, he was really drugged up.
Okay. But yeah, like I guess if the guy wasn't really fucked up and being a piece of shit to people, then it's kind of fucked up to hear that.
Yeah.
So that's all. But R.I.P. to Elvis, I guess.
Yeah. Don't die. Don't eat all those bacon and banana sandwiches.
At least we know now. I'm just saying. Back then, he ain't know no better.
But it goes to a point. Like I understand, like maybe 3 strips of bacon in the sandwich is fine. He had a fucking pound of bacon in the damn sandwich.
Is there footage of his? Is there footage? Can I YouTube that?
I don't think you could YouTube the sandwich that killed him, no. But
no, that's the one that killed him. Shit. Well, let me Google that.
Yeah, like he had a look up Elvis Presley sandwich, and he had like a pound of fucking bacon in it. Like, yeah, that will fucking make you constipated and kill you, and give you a heart attack too.
Wait, that. Elvis. Hold on. Okay, we gotta figure this out. Oh shit, it's a real thing.
I'm not thinking on cats. I know this.
Oh, I thought it was always just like a what do you call those things? Like an urban legend.
No,
because I was never wait. Elvis died in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
So I wasn't alive. So I only knew rumors of Elvis, and footage didn't show him. Okay, you would know, Merc. Is there footage of him eating a sandwich?
Yeah, there's actually a picture once I looked it up.
Oh, so you can see him kill. Oh well, then I guess That's on me, right? I never looked it up then.
But
All
that
right,
was
all
also,
right.
but that was also like in between him, him being on drugs and shit too. But yeah, like he was obsessed with the sandwich, and he had this person make it, and like
Sorry.
again,
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
don't put
We
a
eat a
pound of bacon in your
Wait, see
sandwich.
what it was. We agree. Oh well. Uh, yeah, really. It just says the sandwich that helped kill Elvis. Damn.
Yes,
What was it? Grilled
it was a
peanut
grilled
butter
bacon, peanut butter,
bacon.
and banana sandwich with a
Yeah,
pound
no,
of bacon.
Man, damn.
A pound of
Son.
bacon's a lot of fucking bacon.
No, it's not. Well,
No, you know, if
I
you
can't
all right,
think of
so
pound.
if you go to a regular store and buy a pack of bacon, that's not a pound of bacon.
How much is that?
That's like well, 42 ounces. Like that's like maybe half a pound.
Really?
So like 2 packs of bacon,
Holy shit.
2 packs of bacon,
Crazy.
and then you also got to realize that if it's a pound of bacon, when you cook it, it thins out. So if you're
Yes.
trying to keep the weight of the fucking pound, you're adding more bacon to the shit.
No, don't tell me he did that. He waited.
Man,
I can picture the way he people describe him and the way I remember how he looked at toward the end, being all fantabulous with his bodysuits and whatnot. I think I can picture him in the kitchen with a scale, frying up individual slices of bacon,
do you make
and
a
just
pound?
like until he hit the pound, and it was like, all right, we're done.
Yeah, because he was pretty big when he died. Like he was chubby.
And
he,
it's
he got
funny
fat.
because but the funny thing is, I saw recently before that the pictures of him doing karate,
Yeah,
and that he was a legitimate black belt. I'm like, all right, that's cool. And damn,
and then that bacon took over.
honestly, man, that reminds me a little bit of like, what was it, like 4 or 5 years ago when bacon was popular?
Yeah,
Like everybody was like, yo, bacon, 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 bacon. Like, damn,
yep.
relax.
I like
It's
bacon.
always been there though. Like, relax.
I love-
It was never made illegal. So
Yeah.
why you chill?
They just started adding it to every fucking thing.
Yes. I guess that's like the beginning of like the Tumblr age,
Yeah,
where I remember 4 or 5 years, maybe it was a little longer than that. Maybe it was like 5 or 6. Because I remember that was when you would start to see pictures of just like meat towers
yeah.
all over that and Instagram. I'm like, what is this? I'm good. But I subscribe to one of them, so it's still on my timeline. So I see it every now and again.
Yeah,
I'm like, I would never eat this sandwich for real.
yeah,
But if you put it in front of me, I might try.
yeah.
I'm not gonna waste food. You know, I might have to share it or something.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten something like that, like one of those Instagram foods? That's just ridiculously
I
big.
have.
Did you
like,
do it for the picture, or did you do it because?
It was a
Did you
t-shirt.
do it before the era of that, or did you do it in the era of that?
I did it. Alright, so when Man vs. Food show started, I did a couple of things that he did. Like I went to a couple of spots he went to.
Well,
So
how,
they
okay,
usually
let
had,
me
like,
ask
a
you.
giant fucking
How long
burger.
ago was that?
Maybe about 7 years, 8 years ago.
Okay, so it was before that. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah.
So wait, maybe he's the one that sparked that?
Nah, it was before that. Like again, they made a celebrity out of that dude Chestnut for the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, and a lot of those things started getting a big like eye on, like especially when the Japanese dude was doing it. Like he had a MTV special on, and
Wow, I didn't know that.
yeah, so like a competitive eating started getting noticed, and those are the things that
So,
started company.
what you're basically telling me that was the downfall of MTV.
No, downfall of MTV was the Real World.
You think so?
I think because that's what brought the whole like reality
I
TV
thought it
show.
was pregnant. I thought it was 16 and pregnant.
I think it was Real World because not the fact that the Real World wasn't good in the beginning. It's just that it became such a thing that's what only thing they started showing was between that,
Yeah.
the road rules, and all the other reality bullshit instead of actually music videos.
This is yeah, I guess so, right?
And it was still called
they engineered
music
its own
television.
demise.
Yeah,
That sucks.
yeah. And
Because I kind of, because when I think about it now, The Real World was the only one of those shows I could possibly watch
yeah,
without feeling like this is garbage.
yeah.
Like it had something to it because it felt like it was like
Real.
we knew, yeah, but like we knew what we were in for and we knew what we were
Yeah.
doing, and it wasn't, we weren't trying so hard for the cameras.
Yeah,
But it was like before the era where you would hear the stories where they tell you hear the producers tell the people you got to act up.
mm-hmm.
Like, so then every show was ridiculous and all you saw, like, that's like, okay, I'll tell you that time period, Merc, around like maybe that lasted like 9 or 10 seasons, right?
Yeah.
Or,
No, it's like
So-
it's like over 20 something seasons though.
because no, then I know it's split into the Real World, Road Rules Challenge.
Yeah, I think Real
Yeah.
World still happens. I don't think anything else happens anymore.
Real World still happens?
I think so. I have no clue.
Well, shit, they brought back Jersey Shore or something. Hey, listen. But this, speaking to like that show, that was in that cluster of shows that got popular when I just wasn't watching MTV. That was like the breaking point was that show.
Yeah.
When I never watched an episode of that show, but the clips that was probably around when YouTube was still YouTube.
Yeah.
It was still cool.
Yeah.
And you would get like I don't know if it was TMZ. It was like maybe it was MTV putting their own like little clips on YouTube and shit. And
Okay.
you would just see that's the only thing of the show is a fight.
Yeah. That's how they sold the sold the
And
show.
and I was just remembering like, what the fuck is this shit? And it's like, oh man, society is is on a downward spiral, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's the most popular show. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I was out.
So
I was
I'll
already
say I'm not saying that it was a bad show. I'm saying that was the downfall of what MTV became.
Yeah, like that's why I said they engineered their own demise. They made a show so popular
Yeah.
that it's split off into another thing that became just this other thing that consumed everything.
Yeah.
It's like The Real World, I still say, is better reality television than any other like
Yeah.
quote unquote reality show.
I'll say like the first 10 were better than
I
most
like
of
them.
reality shows.
I like The Miz.
Yeah,
I
the
remember him.
10th show, the 10th season was The Miz, so I added his season into there. Real World 10 was done back in New York, and that was the Miz season.
Yes, that's what I will say. Yeah, that is like the best thing that's come out of The Real World. The Miz.
Yeah, I think he's the most famous.
Oh yeah, why not? He's got at least 3 movies. The Marine 3, 4. What is it? 3, 4, and 5.
Santa's Little Helper.
I'll let you forget.
You got Santa's Little
Little
Helper. He's a WWE champion.
Can't take that away from him.
Headline WrestleMania.
Take that away from him.
Beat John Cena at
Take it
WrestleMania.
away. Can't take it away from him. Some people would like to, but they can't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Now he has a reality TV of himself, his own, and
Yeah.
it's actually doing really well with Ms. Murray. So,
Mhm.
so yeah, there you go. Right back
Yeah,
into
I
reality
really
TV.
think. Yeah, interesting. That's wow. What a circle, right?
Yeah,
He went from being on somebody else's reality show to his own reality show.
yeah. I honestly think, like, if I really think about like the people who has been in Real World and Rules and all that shit, he's the most famous.
Yeah,
He has
definitely
to be.
right.
There's an Asian girl that's pretty famous too. She
Okay.
was in she's in a lot of movies, and trying to think of a character she played recently that you probably know her as. I think she was in that terrible Dragon Ball Z movie.
As who?
She wasn't Belma. She was I don't know who she played.
Did you see that movie?
It was terrible. Don't see that
Mm.
movie.
I might have to. It's desperate times. I might have to see that movie.
Yeah. Go
Now
ahead.
might be the time. Well, you know what? Let me turn on. I'm making a pledge right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it on the podcast. If Dragon Ball Evolution is on there on Netflix or Hulu, on anything,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. That I have access to. I'm not paying money for that.
No,
shit.
don't pay money for that. You know what? See, after we do the DCU movies, I think what we should do is video game movies.
Yeah.
And we'll look up all the video game movies we can find and access to, and then we go through them. It's gonna be hell, but we can do it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad ones. I think 90% of them are bad.
Yes.
Because the House of the Dead is bad.
House of the Dead is awful.
That's awful.
House of the Dead is unfortunate.
Alone in the Dark was terrible.
Alone in the Dark. Who did that one? Was that also Uwe Ball?
Yeah.
Really? He got that one too? I didn't know. Okay, so I thought he only had House of the Dead and Postal and Blood Rain, right?
Blood Rain, yeah. The first.
I saw Blood. Blood Rain was just. It was like meh.
It was titties.
It wasn't aggressive. Yeah, but it wasn't like aggressively bad. Blood Rain was just meh.
Yeah.
It felt like a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah. There's a
Like-
Far Cry movie too.
I did know that.
Yeah.
Huh. Wait, it's not his as well, right?
I don't think it's his. I hope not. I think we're gonna be watching a lot of his crappy movies.
Do you know where he got his money from?
I don't fucking know. It's like he lied he fucking lied to somebody, and they believed a lot in him.
Yes.
I need gullible friends like that.
With money like that, yes.
Yo, I got this project about 2 aliens, man. Okay, thank you.
So yeah, let me see.
He
Dragon
did the
Ball.
there's a Dead or Alive movie. There's Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat movies. I guess Mortal Kombat was the higher points of things.
No, it's not.
Mortal Kombat 1.
No, you can't. That should be stricken from the record. That's too good of a movie.
Yeah. Sonic was actually really good.
Well, see, that's at a standard.
And the funny thing is with Sonic, it may be coming out early release because of what's going on in the theaters.
Oh, okay.
Because Birds of Prey is supposed to come out this month and on Blu-ray and on digital.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good stuff.
So yeah, that'll be the next thing we'll go through is video game movies.
I just checked Netflix. It's not there. So sorry, guys.
You like?
No, I was prepared. Prepared.
I may own it and I could just lend you the DVD.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I may own it. Why I own it, I don't know. It's probably one of those movies when we were closing out the store, the Blockbuster and shit. I just took.
Yeah, I mean, I would do that if it was a situation like that. I would take it.
Yeah, so I think I own it, and I'll find a source. I'm gonna make you watch that damn movie somehow. But
Did
yeah.
you actually watch it?
Yeah, I did watch it. It's pretty fucking terrible. It's bad. You know what? It's not as bad as the Chung-Li movie.
Excuse me?
It's not as bad as that Chung-Li movie. That Chung-Li movie was the worst.
So if I had stars, I could watch it. Sorry, I don't have stars.
Yeah.
Okay, so damn.
That Legends of Chung-Li movie is terrible.
Yeah. All right. That's unfortunate because I was a fan of Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
From Smallville. You know, we all had the secret crush on him. But man, to see her career go down a burst of flames like that, yo.
It was just like straight in the toilet.
I don't think anybody could. Has the guy that played Charlie? I forgot. Remember, he was a famous actor before that movie.
Yeah, he was. He's in the Flash. The last season of Flash.
Oh my god. Yo, that movie took souls.
Yeah.
What was it? Neil McDonough was Bison. Where's he been? What's he in?
He's just he's always a villain in a bad movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess he stuck his.
Well, he was also in the Arrowverse too. He was he played a character in that too. He's one
Was
of the
he a
main
bad guy
villains.
as well?
He was one of the main villains. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, so the legend continues, I guess.
Yeah. Don't watch the Chung Lee movie. Actually, yeah. So that will be the next things we're running. Seeing that we're going towards the end, towards close to the end of the Justice League, the DC Universe movies. As in today, we will be reviewing Justice
Oh
League.
my God, it's on Stars. I don't want to pay $8.99. I don't want to. But they're both on there.
They both on there. We've got to find a cheaper way to do this.
Yeah, I know. It's tough times. You can't be spending money like that.
Yeah. So before we get into our Justice League review, I just got 2 of the new Lightning collection in. I got Jack, the SPD Ranger, and I got Blaze, the villain from Beast Morphers in. Should be getting Rocky sometime this week, and Trini comes in April.
So let me ask you your review. How do you feel about the figure so far? Or did you
Jack
not
looks,
even open?
Jack looks pretty dope. Like the face could be slightly better, be more detailed to what he actually looks like, but it's not as bad as Kimberly face. So I'm fine with that.
She's the new bad standard.
And then he has both guns and all that shit. He has the SPD morpher that he could like tell the person like to arrest the person and shit. Like when they did the arrest and shit. So it has all that detail into it. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I kind of, in retrospect, not to really like open it or anything, but I kind of wish I did buy one of the SPD guns. Like, I don't know if you remember, they had the toy set.
Yeah.
And it came with a transforming gun.
Yeah.
And it had the thing with the code on it. And I was like, that just looks cool. But I wasn't. The funny thing was, when SPD was big, it's not when I was watching the show. I was watching it when it was reruns.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the interesting thing.
Yeah. That's crazy. But yeah, they came in. I'm happy. They're good.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right. So now we're gonna get into the verdict of Justice League.
Man, let me just start off by saying this movie was not bad. It was not the worst superhero movie I've ever seen. It was not the best, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, because now it's just a jumble mess, and this picture of the sandwich is messing with me. So catch me up here, Merc. The movie starts with, I know they're. Why do they keep starting in London?
Because that's where Wonder Woman is at.
Yeah, so that's basically like for 3 movies in a row, 2 movies in a row. They start in London. And it's got to deal with, what is it? Is it her getting an artifact or something?
Yeah.
Or she just?
No, she was getting an artifact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So I know in the beginning, aren't they doing backstory for what the boxes are?
Yeah, they started kind of going into what the boxes are and the history of the boxes and all that shit.
Yes. Okay. So that threat is revealed. And then, so the first act of the movie is like, I guess the movie kind of moves in acts.
Yeah.
It's Batman realizing he has to get the team together. I know the very beginning, is the first person he meets with Wonder Woman, right?
Yeah.
And then the second person is he goes to get Aquaman, right?
Barry. Yeah.
Oh,
he did the. He did Aquaman.
It was Aquaman first. Barry was
Yeah.
after. Yeah.
Barry's the easiest.
So he went to. Yeah. So he went to get Aquaman, and so that whole thing was interesting. That he was guarding this town of people, I guess.
Yeah.
Because he just wanted to not really be bothered, but I guess he didn't go too terribly deep into it, but I guess that was supposed to be like some maybe Western. Let me see, where's the Ukraine? It looked like if you said the Ukraine or one of those places like near Russia that's not doing too good.
Yeah.
Like, that's what that looked like to me. like
Yeah.
one of those small villages and stuff. So I guess he was just helping these poor people out. So that's where Batman goes to get him, and then they have a little confrontation because he knows. I guess Aquaman just instantly knows something's up
Yeah.
because he doesn't like outsiders anyway. So, and then that goes more into the boxes because when he basically turns him down, swims off, but before he swims off, he asks him, "What's in the box?" Like that line stood out to me. So
Yeah.
I know that's one of the things I noticed about this movie is that they kept the main theme of the boxes of the big threat was like, okay, well, at least you know what the hell something bad is happening, and it's got to do with them boxes.
Yeah.
They still don't really explain like what it actually is. They explain what it is in theory. It's the power of so and so and so put together.
Yeah.
But what is that exactly? You know what I'm saying? Power is nebulous because it's just light. When you see it, like it's visually, it's like energy, so it's in there. But anyway, so that happens. Now from Aquaman, where does it go?
It goes to Atlantis.
Okay.
So one
gotcha.
box goes to where the Amazons with the Amazons. The other one went with the Olympians and the gods, and the other one went to the Atlanteans.
No.
And-
So at this point in the movie, like before the fighting happens,
Yeah.
when he gets turned down by Aquaman, I'm forgetting where he goes next. Like, is it that it moves on to Barry, or is it moves on to something? I'm thinking there's something that goes on in between.
I think he goes back. I think him and Wonder Woman have a conversation between that,
Okay.
and that's when he goes after Barry, or he goes back to the cave and he has he talks to Alfred.
Yeah. Oh, and I think that's when he tells her to go get Cyborg.
Yeah. Yes.
So, yeah, and that's also another thing that happens early in the movie is that they do a little background for Cyborg too.
Yeah, Cyborg is the connection of the box. Like he's built with the box. That's the difference that
that's
they
like-
kind of did him in the comic than in the movie is the fact that he has something to do with the Apocalypto, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, so like, I see how they put it together and built him and did that to tie him in.
Yeah,
I see what they gave the explanation for it was because the father was one of the people working on it when I guess it blew up or discharged energy or whatever.
yeah,
Killed the mother and fucked up the son. So I guess he used whatever was left to save him. I don't know. They don't explain how they learned to use it.
no, they don't. They just
So that-
kind of have
that's not good.
schematics all over the walls and shit, and they test stuff, and that's it.
But they also give a background. They also let you know that it's sentient because he's telling that he can hear it speaking a language,
Yeah,
which actually comes into play in the movie.
yeah,
Like, so another thing is like a lot of the stuff in the movie is not really wasted. I give it that credit for that. Like that's why I say the movie kept me engaged with it because I can still remember most of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my thing with the movie was this was a movie that again it kind of tried to be in the light of what Avengers is, as in getting the team together, adding the humor into it, and with Batman joking around and things like that, and like having those one-liners. I'm like, yeah, I see what you're trying to do, man, but that's not Batman. That's more Tony Stark than Batman.
But you see, okay, so I have a different perspective because I purposely didn't watch it back then because that's the only thing that would happen to it
Yeah,
is that it would compare to the Marvel movies. So I wanted to wait till long enough to when the heat died down from the Marvel movies. It's just unfortunate the timing,
yeah,
you know. But hey, why not now?
yeah,
So, my perspective would be different because it wouldn't be swayed by having seen Marvel movies.
yeah.
I wouldn't be in the mindset because I wouldn't have a Marvel movie. Basically, I don't want to diss this movie by saying I didn't want to have a better movie overshadow it before I even watched it.
Yeah,
Is what I mean. I wanted to watch it and then judge it
yeah.
on its own,
So-
like, away from everything.
So a little backstory with the directing of the movie, and this is something that I could tell clearly in this movie is the fact that it is two directors directing this movie. As in, you have kind of the vision of what Zack Snyder wanted, and then Joss Whedon finished the movie. Because Zack Snyder left the movie because his daughter passed away.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So in the middle of the movie, Joss Whedon took over, and the very like quirky kind of things was added because of him, and not. I think it would have been more serious toned if Zack Snyder would have stayed on, and would have been more towards like the style of what Batman vs Superman was than it was in this movie. This movie was a bit more lighter in that sense.
You know what? I think that was a good idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I didn't like Batman versus Superman as much as I like this movie.
Yeah.
I had some decent fun with this movie.
Yeah.
There was some cool stuff that happened in the movie. Like each of the fights for the cubes was cool.
Yeah. I think the fight scenes were good. I think what really hurt the fight scenes with the CGI.
The CGI really hurt the last fight scene for me.
I think like overall, like the CGI was just pretty bad throughout the whole movie. Like there were scenes with Batman, and he just looked weird. Cyborg.
Batman's a big offender, especially in the tunnel part.
Yeah.
That's where you notice like one particular scene, like they were in that shaft, and it's like there's some stuff that he does, and I'm like that looks a little suspect. That's video game Batman. But I will say I didn't mind it too much up to the point of the end fight is where it bugged me because it's just like it seemed like unnecessary bullshit all over the screen.
Yeah. And
then, like I was okay. Did you ever play? Shit, what's the name of the game? I was gonna play it for the channel just because of the time period. Did you ever? What's happening now? Have you ever played the game Prototype?
Yes. So okay, I can see what you're talking about.
So, in Prototype, there's a biological outbreak going on, right? And there's the guy Alex Mercer, and there's a part in the game when the streets and the buildings are covered in like just bio mess.
Yeah.
And that's what the end of this movie reminds me of.
Yeah.
And it just throws me off, and it's like, what the. This and it's low quality graphics too, because like it's looking bad.
Yeah,
like, you know, the specifically the things that were chasing or not really chasing, just like digging roots in and out of the ground.
Yeah,
that shit looked whack.
Yeah,
that shit had me thrown off. I just looking at it like, yo, what is this?
Yeah, like there was a lot of CGI things that kind of really bugged me just because the way it looked, and I think it could have like Cyborg himself. I didn't like Cyborg. Like I didn't like how they did the face, and I wasn't crazy about the armor itself and how it moved throughout the movie. I didn't like it. Like it just looked like they taped a human face on this.
He didn't bother me too much.
Nah, like I did not like it. Like I really didn't. Like I tried. I understand. I didn't mind the actor. Like I thought he was fine. He also did the little one line like the Booyaka Sha and shit like that, and he kind of reminded me of the Teen Titans cartoon, but I just did not dig the armor. The armor just looked like a dull. It didn't look like it was alive, and unless he had to do something with it. Other than that, like I thought the armor was supposed to be looking alive, kind of thing, and it was just like it just looked like, again, if it looked like they just taped a human face on the fucking Cyborg. That's pretty much what I felt with that. Superman's fucking lip. Because he had a mustache throughout the whole movie, and he was refusing to shave it for the movie.
They
CGI'd his lip, and it was fucking annoying.
See, here's the thing. I forgot that even happened. It didn't bother me. Like again, this is why I wanted to watch the movie away from everything. Yeah, that was another big deal.
No,
his lip movie.
So there's scenes that you can tell that his mouth is off. And I'm just looking, especially because they close up on him smiling all the damn time. Yeah. So it was just like, yo, what over your lip?
It didn't even register. No. It didn't register.
I noticed it a few times. Like I honestly forgot about the whole thing about his mustache, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, what is up with his lip? And it's like, why is your lip like more shinier than your whole face? In that sense. And I was like, the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
but-
It didn't hit me the same way.
Yeah.
So I was like, so when he showed up, that was actually a pretty cool part of the movie.
Yeah. I didn't like how they resurrected him. I didn't like how they resurrected him.
Well, I mean,
I understand it. I just didn't
they
like
had to get money out of that set piece, right?
Yeah, right?
She reused it for the first movie.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that had me just like, are they really just gonna dump him back in the same nasty water they put fucking Zod in?
Yep.
Of course he's gonna come out lumpy and crazy.
Yeah.
But he didn't. The part with Flash, here's the thing that would have been cooler. That whole scene with Flash.
Yeah.
Where they have to drop the cube in. See, but we skipped a bunch of the movie.
Yeah.
But we'll just go scene by scene that we remember and whatnot.
Yeah.
Fuck it. But that scene in particular with Flash is an example of what I was telling you. Well, it would have been cooler if instead of trying to, if they tried to innovate on what super speed is. So instead of showing Flash do everything, if it looked like Flash had never even moved, and the thing got done, and people were just like, "What? Aren't you gonna?" And they were just surprised and like, "What happened?" And it just worked, and it was like, that's like a better feeling to have for your hero, where shit gets done so fast. Because he was supposed to be the clunky new kid and stuff, and would constantly trip.
Yeah.
That's just dangerous. If you're the Flash, don't trip.
Yeah.
Fuck. But I was just thinking, like, why couldn't they just have him do something smooth once?
Yeah, like they made him too clumsy. They made him like he was like the butt end of the joke in the most of this movie. When Barry Allen is probably the smartest one.
That's what he was. He was the comic relief.
Yeah, and even though
but again, that didn't bother me.
Yeah.
But the thing that bothered me was, like, I thought, because I didn't know this was gonna be the characterization of the Flash. Basically, was gonna be the clunky kid.
Yeah.
But I thought a better representation for the character would have been if he had been secretly this badass, like you never like, because it kind of defeats the purpose of being unseen all this time if he really is that clunky.
Yeah. And then also,
you know what I mean?
I wish he was more like, again, like he was more like the TV Flash. Like it's Flash, I understand he had growing curves in the TV, but he also had learned to adapt to his power. As in this one, he doesn't look like he even has control of what he's doing. All he knows he can run fast.
You know what? They do make it apparent through his backstory that he's not the polished detective yet. So I know he's younger in this one.
Yeah.
He's basically like the boss.
Yeah.
Is basically what he equals in this movie.
Yeah.
But personally, I would have preferred if the characterization of the person playing the Flash wasn't clumsy.
Yeah.
And was like, why do we need this guy?
Yeah.
He didn't do anything.
No.
Yes, he did. He's just like, yo,
I agree.
What?
Especially nowadays, like you have different takes of speed. Like I think X-Men did a pretty great version of the speed with Quicksilver, and that was before this movie. So you kind of had an adaptation of what speed looks like on a big screen kind of thing. So them trying to do it a little different, I think that would have been great, or at least have. Or at least what you could do is like have him do it, and then also like have a slow motion scene of him doing everything and having fun with the shit and going in.
Because this, I will say, the one kudos I did give to them, I don't know if it was on purpose, it reminded me of the Flash TV show.
Okay.
But whenever he ran and the blue, like, not outline, but like the bluish hue, which just always reminded me of him using the Speed Force in the show.
My biggest thing with the Speed Force of him is that he fucking took things out. Like, I understand you run super fast and everything like that, but you fucking causing more damage than everyone else do. So when he ran and used the Speed Force, he broke shit.
It's true.
So that kind of got me. I was like, that's kind of annoying. Like, say for instance, like I'm the store owner, and you go in and run out and just break my fucking fridge. I'm gonna be mad at you too.
Yo, Who do I send the bill to?
Yeah, exactly. Like I didn't like the way they used the Speed Force on him. Like I understand the lightning as a static and its effect, but not like it fucking destroyed shit around him too.
Yeah, exactly.
So that
it's
kind of
be like
yeah.
a dimension almost.
Overall, the movie itself, like I watching it again, I wasn't as bad as I remember it being. Like I gave it more of a shot. I was like, all right, let me get back my past review of it because I hated it when I first saw it. And then
true.
And then going into it, I'm just like, all right, I understand what they're doing it. And then going through the other movies and seeing where they're at, and like again, Wonder Woman I think shines in this movie more than most of the characters. I think she's the strongest written character in this whole series of movies. Like I think she has more of a handprint of everything.
I would say she's like the best realized out of all of them.
Yeah.
She has the most character, the most cohesive backstory.
Yeah.
At least well told, because I think her story is better than Superman's story.
Yeah.
And the movie form, I like Wonder Woman more than Superman.
Yeah.
Just a lot of it. The actress is really good. You know what I mean? Like everything about her came together like great. And I will say honestly, Aquaman is pretty cool.
Yeah.
he is like literally a video game character. He is like straight up. What is it? He's like the personification of what was cool in the 90s. I think just the angsty dude.
He was like that 1993 Lobo as Aquaman.
Yeah. There you go. That's exactly what I mean. Like he was just that, but just like Lobo, even if he got fucked up, he still kept fighting back. So whatever.
Yeah.
So
he was very Wolverine-ish in this movie.
Yeah. Like to drink.
Yeah.
Like to drink. Like
Thor
to
and Wolverine mixed together.
I can see that.
Without the character, because Thor is such a better character than he is.
Well, did this come out before or after his movie?
This came out after Thor 1 and 2.
No. I mean Aquaman's movie.
Aquaman is after this.
So well, I guess he didn't have the luxury of having his story told.
I feel like that should have been the thing. That should have been the case. I feel like Aquaman should have had a story told.
Well, you know what? I'll blame it on this. Remember, people didn't have faith in DC.
Yeah.
So you know what? They were taking it one thing at a time, and they were lucky. I was scared too.
Yeah.
People really didn't think they could pull it off.
Yeah.
People didn't think they could get to a place where they could make it realistic, where people would sit and pay money to watch a Justice League movie.
Yeah.
And you know what? Those people will still be right, because I didn't pay this. I didn't pay to see it in theaters.
It did good. This did good. This did good for the first 2 weeks, and then it bombed.
Good that it did.
So the first 2 weeks it did good, and then it bombed the third week.
I mean, listen, did they make their money back if it did good?
They made enough to make their mony back at least.
All right,
and pay for another movie.
All right.
So overall, the movie itself was a fun ride. Like I enjoyed it more the second time around than the first time. I still had my problems with it. Like I wasn't crazy about the villain, the Steppenwolf. Like we could get into him. Steppenwolf was just a straight CGI character. I liked the voice. I liked what he was doing for the most part of the movie. I just didn't think he was that much of a threat.
I didn't think he was cool enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he looked too generic. I think he looked like he could have been a Marvel character. You know what I mean? I think that was the only thing that reminded me of a Marvel movie. It was like his design looked like something that was like, oh, and then he looks like a character from the Galactic, or whatever you would call it, the cosmic entity Marvel universe. Okay, so I can see this guy being somewhere.
What he reminded me of is like, I honestly got him confused with Wonder Woman's villain in her movie.
Oh, I can see that.
So I was just like, didn't she fight him already when I first saw it?
Listen, the headgear, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of Ares. So I was just like, does this feel like the same? That was my thing. Is like, it felt like the same villain. If I didn't feel like it was a big difference of the villain. Besides, he had a shitload of like bug henchmen and shit.
This is true.
So I felt like it was the same exact. I feel like the villain in the case of the villain, I feel like they could have had a stronger villain. They could have went more into the dark side like storyline and actually show him and actually have him being behind the plans. But I see that there was a plan for that, but they just didn't get to it in that movie.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, it's good that at least they got to do one, right?
Yeah.
But I will say, I like how he had an arc to him.
Yeah.
Because I do like that he was the majority threat, but when Superman got there, it was a wrap.
Yeah, Superman was just beating everyone's ass. He beat the Justice League's ass, and that was one scene I actually thought was kind of cool, but I hated the fact that he tripped up and like got scared. Was when Flash was doing his speed, and then Superman, you see Superman's eye looking directly at him. I thought that was a cool scene. That was cool.
Yeah, that was creepy.
It shows the speed of what Superman has as well.
But at the same time, it also shows you how fast Flash is because he was still faster than him.
Yeah,
because you can see even though Superman could like punch at him and stuff, because that was a cool scene.
Yeah,
but you could tell that he couldn't hit him because he was still like a little bit too slow. I'm like, oh shit! All right. That's pretty cool.
I did not like that bat crab, whatever the fuck that was, that climbed the wall.
Didn't it have a name? Did he call it like Sheila?
I don't know.
I forgot what the name was.
Yeah, but that was a weird fucking thing to Batman to have. I was like, yo, that's a loud ass machine, man.
I thought it just looked
whatsoever.
I thought it looked less realistic than having like a dumb bat thing.
Yeah,
like even that looks unrealistic. It looks like it can't move.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it wasn't the best design.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I wasn't crazy about that scene either. It was just like,
Again, that was another part.
Crab. I didn't like that scene. I didn't like that whole scene whatsoever. Like, I just didn't like the vehicle. Like, I thought for Batman, that's like the slowest shit that he ever had.
True enough. But he brought the heavy duty.
Yeah.
He brought the big guns.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Much.
I thought it was whack. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the final scene, the going towards the ending, the scene with the Batmobile and the Aquaman like riding on the Batmobile, that was like the only scene that you saw that Batman was kind of useful.
Okay, that's cool.
But other than that, like, he kind of was just there.
I mean, yeah, he wasn't helpful at all.
Yeah.
Except, I mean, I don't want to say that.
He was more.
He was a great help. He was the glue that held the team together. But you saw he wasn't whooping nobody's ass. He was just picking off random. What do you call those? The Cybermen?
Yeah.
I also I didn't bring that up. I thought they were terrible.
Yeah.
Their designs. What are they?
They were supposed to be like just him, the apocalypto, like henchmen and shit. It's supposed to be like that, so they have like wings and shit like that, and they're like creatures and shit.
No, but they say their names in the movie. Damn.
I don't know their names. I can't think of the names right now. But yeah, they're not that great. Overall, it was alright movie.
3.5. It was alright.
3.5. I'll give it a 3. Like, I give it a 3. There was more things I could have done better. I did like it more than Batman vs Superman. That's for sure. Was it better than Wonder Woman? I don't think it was.
Yeah, no. I think Wonder Woman is still like the best one I've seen so far.
So yeah, 3.5. I give it a fair thing. If you want to see a better movie of this storyline, but in a better form, watch Justice League War. It's the same exact fucking movie, just in the animated style.
Okay, I get that.
And they show Darkseid.
Yeah.
There's, like, seriously, that movie is this movie. Like, if you actually really look at how it's thing and how they built Cyborg and all that shit, it's pretty much this movie.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so I definitely check out the animation of that, because that one, if you I honestly watched Justice League, I think it was a decent movie. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would have. I went in like really regretting watching it, and then I was like, it wasn't as bad as I thought I remembered. So
okay.
I enjoyed that part. Again, I had my issues with the CGI. I had my issues with that, and just it wasn't clean. It looked cheap in a way, and I know this movie wasn't cheap.
I understand.
I had my problems with Flash because I'm a big Flash fan. I like my comic book Flash, so was not a fan of the Flash and how they portrayed the Flash in these movies. Cyborg was interesting, but I just hated the CGI on him. I think Aquaman was at least funny, so he was there to be funny. I just didn't like. I don't like Aquaman.
Yeah,
I don't like
yeah.
the character Aquaman, so that's just nice. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. I think it was a fun movie. It was a funner movie than I expected it would be.
Yeah, it was more fun. It was definitely like I thought. Again, I had to make the decision to wait.
Yeah.
Because I would have been just like, oh, this is just not as good as the thing I just saw, and now I could be like, well, no, that was a different thing. This is a different thing. So,
Yeah.
and I actually had fun watching it. It was okay.
Yeah.
Will say I thought it's the first one, so yeah, there's something like I will have to accept. Because are we ever gonna get to see Flash in a movie now?
Who knows now?
That's my thing. Yep. So I would have liked a better depiction of the Flash. Something, I don't know, something really cool, but whatever.
Yeah, me too. I think I would have liked a better portrayal of the Flash. Other than that, again, 3.5 I think is fair. It was worth watching at least for the fact that it was your first time. I did not mind the second time viewing it and stuff like that. They're still supposed to release the Snyder Cut, which I may go back to it if they do, because I just want to see what would have been his difference on this. If he would have fully had his movie the way he wanted it. I understand he had to cut out because his daughter passed away, so it's not very understandable. But
yes.
Next on the agenda for our DCEU review, Aquaman.
Yep. Oh, good. A good one. Awesome.
Yeah, so we're gonna go through that. So I guess we'll wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for listening. This has been an episode of the It Gets Better Elsewhere podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. RedCycloneInc. That is Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, YouTube, and we got WordPress, y'all.
Yep.
And don't forget the Facebook group, RedCycloneInc. Where you at, Merc?
Please follow me on all social medias. I have Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, SoundCloud, Twitch TV, and YouTube, all Merc with the Mic. We do have the Facebook pages, the Wrestling Babble and RedCycloneInc. We're very active on there, especially nowadays. And everyone, stay safe. Wash your fucking hands.
You right. Please do. Please do. Watch out for each other.
And watch the Jinkies. Make sure he's washing his hands.
Yeah, with them damn sandwiches.
All right, peace out, laters, and see you next time.